Well, since Mary didn't want to go to Denali,
Yeah.
I need to pronunciate a little bit better.
Pronunciate.
Yeah.
You need to pronounce your words, but pronunciate a little better.
Right. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really bad. And you know what? I noticed it's really bad when I eat bad. So I talk much better when I'm eating right.
Well, and then also if you're tired, like when I'm more tired, I slur my words or I just forget words in a sentence.
Yeah. So we're at Kramer's Field.
Yeah.
See the sun back there and the big field. There's a lot of dogs here today.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Yeah. So we're just gonna walk around some more. We'll show you some things if we see some things. There are still geese here.
Yeah, just a few.
One of my patients told me they had like 6 geese in a little pond by their house. So, I mean, not geese, swans.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought all the swans were gone. But
I only saw
it was just a
swans
few
in
days
the
ago.
springtime, and then I didn't really see them the rest of the summer.
They're watching us. Watching us, watching you. They sound so funny when they fly. So peaceful back here when the ducks aren't making noise. So this is all frozen in the wintertime. People ski out here and sled teams, dog teams come through here, ski-touring people.
Yeah.
But we haven't been back this way. Of course, we can't go any further. It's all wet. So back we go. Oh my gosh. I am so glad I only have to do this once every couple of years. You talk about a pain in the butt to try to get the battery pack off from underneath this fireplace. Oh, there's so many levers to pull and things gotta be snug in there a certain way, and now I gotta clean the glass, which need to be done anyway. So I gotta change all these batteries. There's 4 in here. Yay, it works. Oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt. Do I look like I've been fighting with the fireplace for an hour? All the covers, and I mean, it's a good thing I had to take it apart because, you only really need to replace the batteries every couple of years. And, everything really needs to be cleaned by then. I should probably just clean it every year, at the end of the season. At least it's done. It looks beautiful. And, it's a new season. Thankfully, it works. The dogs have like licked through the top of the ice here. This is funny. Move. That's pretty thick. Look at how thick that is. Oh my gosh. Funny. I don't know what's so good about the outside water. They gotta have the outside water. It's Monday. I don't think, last Monday we just showed our food. You know what we had for dinner because I cooked all day long. But Heather had a dentist appointment and I don't think I talked about it. She had 3 cavities the last time she went, and 2 of the cavities she had filled last Monday. Now it's Monday again, and she's got the other one she's got to fill today. But between those 3 appointments and her cleaning, her insurance, I think it's a limit of $2,000 a year, but it's another $2,000 up and above that for the 3 cavities and, the cleaning, whatever else she's having done. So that's kind of crazy to me. Well, she already had a cleaning. I think they're only allowed 1 cleaning a year, but they said something about charging the second cleaning differently because it's a periodontal or something. And, but they didn't cover it, of course. So, yeah. I hear they say that dentists here in Alaska make more than the doctors, and I believe it because doctors have to pay for malpractice, and it's just what it is. But yeah. I don't know, maybe I should have became a dentist. Oh, anyways, so Heather's got her other dentist appointment here in a little while, and I have to be taking her to do that, and then I'm going to try and figure out what to do with the rest of the patio furniture, put everything away, and get it all wrapped up for the winter. And see what else we can get into today. It's pretty frosty out there. We've been getting in the 20s at night. The 20s at night. So, at least thankfully it's not raining. Otherwise it would be all snow. Okay. I'll see you a little bit later. We're over at Alaskan Pioneer Park, and it's always sad to see the pond is drained. Yeah, they run water in here just to fill it, and they turn the water off in the winter so it dries up. It's crazy that it would dry up that quick. They might sump it out, I guess, because it's been so wet. But we're walking again. We must take advantage of the weather while it's not raining. The dance hall is busy. They got lots of people at the dance hall. Must have something going on here. And I saw in the paper they had at the stage in this big building here, they had a fashion show that happened last week. So, but here's the dance hall. So it may not look like it, but there's been a lot of refurbishment to the SS Nenana. And we were looking around at all the different buildings in Pioneer Park, aka Alaska Land, and there are some very different looking buildings. I don't know when a lot of them were constructed. A couple of them I know they've been there since the beginning. Okay. We went to Costco. We came just for bread. And we did eat before we came, but I called Life and asked him if he wanted anything, and he wanted 2 of the blocks of cheese. And we thought, oh wait, we're out of cheese, so we got the cheese. And in the meantime, he said, well, wait, do they have any more of that Irish stew over there? Get me one. And they don't. So we got butternut squash and the eggs and a belt bag and Polish sausage and bone broth that we were looking for before. So yeah. Alrighty. Here's the receipt for that. The bone broth was $20.99. The belt bag was $15. The ravioli was $11.89, and then it was $3.30 off. And the Polish sausage was $16.99, $3.50 off. And the bacon bites were $11.99. Those cheese blocks are $5.99 each. And the big cheese block that I got for home, the Colby Jack, was $8.89, and the buttermilk bread was $8.79. So $99.71. That's what that little haul came to. So it wasn't such a little haul after all. I mean, it was quite a bit of stuff for $100. You know, that's gonna last us. What are you singing to over there? I can't whistle this morning. Oh my gosh. I can't stand still either. Hello, bear watchers. It's Tuesday morning. I'm getting ready to go to work. Got my scrubs on. And I just cut my nails because I don't want to scratch people. And the bird was singing. I don't know what he's singing about. He's just happy to be awake, I guess. You know, he's an old bird. He's, I thought that cockatiels could only live to like 23, maybe, you know, like the chinchillas in that area. But I've seen that in captivity they can live, you know, 30 years. So he might still have a lot of life left in him. I don't know. Anybody have cockatiels? They can give me some feedback on that. I don't know. Research it a little bit more. But yeah, he's pretty funny. We don't let him out as much anymore unless we put him in this room over here. We kind of try to block it off so that way we can keep an eye on him, because he will, you know, run into the windows and stuff. And you know, he doesn't see as well as he used to. Oh my gosh. I've resorted to hairspray at my age, and I still got like little flyaways everywhere. Okay, I gotta go to work. Enough of this bird talk. So they did change the signs, and now they have to fix it because it doesn't quite cover the same places. Oh my gosh. Somebody did a dumb.
A dumb.
Oh my gosh. My camera is trying to do nighttime mode. It's actually dark. It's dark. But I voted. And the people in there, I've never seen a line, you know, maybe 1 or 2 people, but I came by earlier today and there were a whole slew of people. So I was like, oh, I'll go vote closer to closing. And I came back and there was still a really long line. People were saying that they've never seen a line that long here. So it's kind of crazy. And people are wanting to voice their opinions, which is good. Yeah, because Alaska, they don't have a very big turnout or a good turnout for voting ever. But I noticed the early voting, because it's downtown and I'm downtown, it was packed. It was packed the whole time people were able to early vote down there. So it's good. It's good to see people, just voting. It's actually against the house. So I wonder if I put it out in the yard where I used to have it, if it would be any colder. Because right now it's on the windowsill. 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Are you coming? Are you coming in? You're so slow. We have this issue every day. She does not want to come in. So slow. You can't do that when it's 20 below outside. We have to use the other door. She's embarrassed now. Oh my gosh. There's a weird angle for you and some very strange lighting. I wanted to finish getting ready, but I wanted to talk to you guys for a minute because Mary, last night the train just went by, and there's an intersection not too far, so you can hear it. And last night she's like, is it me, or is that train extra? Is he blowing the horn extra? and I was like, well, I said, we kind of go through this every fall, because when the leaves fall off the trees, there's no buffer for the sound. So the train does sound really loud, and until the snow falls, and then the snow kind of buffers the sound again. But it echoes through the whole valley. That train is it's loud no matter where you are. But it reminded me years ago when we had I had a patient that was an engineer, and he didn't do it very long, but he had his wife had cheated on him, and he said that 2:00 in the morning he would pass his neighborhood, where his wife still lived, because she got the house and everything, and he would just wail on that train horn at 2:00 in the morning every morning. And I was like, oh my gosh. I probably remember those days because I'm like, oh my gosh, that 2:00 in the morning train, blah. I'm sure nobody liked it because, like I said, no matter where you are in the valley, you can hear that train. So I thought that was like a little funny thing. And so, all right, I'm gonna finish doing my hair and get out of here. I guess I could finish my hair because I get a lot of people that ask me how I get all that hair up in that bun. I twist it until, and then I just keep on twisting. I do put oil in my hair, so that kind of calms it down, so that way I can get it all up there all nice and neat. I have several different things I use, but that's probably the cheapest
of all of them. I do have, I've been, just because this is like a very expensive bottle, and it does a great job. I always get compliments on my hair when I use that. But and that's why I use these clips, because bobby pins will not hold this stuff up. That's a lot of hair. It's a lot less than it used to be. A lot less. And then I just pull all these wispies down and curl them up, and I turn this way a little bit so you can see the fireplace. I actually turned it down because it got really hot in here. And we've got just this little door here, and you see the dogs run through it back and forth every once in a while. So the heat doesn't really escape this room. It will raise the temperature maybe 2 degrees in the, one area of this house. This house is a, they call it a bi-level. So you come in and you've got, your main area, and then our stairs, you either go up or down. So we got a half basement and then upstairs. But the basement part, I keep at 63. That's where the chinchillas are. And then the girls, they kind of change their temperature. They have it anywhere between 65 and 67. Well, Mary does. I don't think Heather cares. But I generally keep it 64 in this main area because my bedroom's down here. But the temperature has been getting down to 61, and I haven't been wanting to turn on this area yet because that's the hardest area of the house to heat, and it will really bump up the fuel consumption. So, it does go up to 64 during the day when the sun is shining on the house. So I can deal with that 61 degree temperature, but this offsets it a little bit. And then, then the girls will come down here and they'll sit because it's warm down here. And actually, Mary just went upstairs to take a hot bath. She's like, was feeling weird today, so she wanted to just see, how if she would feel better after a hot bath. And we've all been kind of sniffly, with all the weather changes and stuff. But I wanted to talk about the vlogs because if you're new here, which a lot of you are, you might not know what happens in the winter time. I don't normally leave town. Once the weather hits, we get ice and snow on the roads, I don't drive anywhere other than around town. I tend to not even go to North Pole, which, is only 15 miles away. But, yeah, I will stay in town, and we don't go anywhere unless we fly. So you will see more vacation videos and holiday stuff, and a lot of us doing things around home. We do a lot of things in town. They have First Fridays and bazaars and little other events, and we try to find fun things to do. But I know some of you might not consider it fun. But I know I was going to put on this vlog, and I'll probably put it on Sundays. We got 2 bark boxes that we need to open for the dogs. And then we got a viewer box. And I don't know, sometimes the viewers put in there whether they want us to open things on camera or not. And so, we'll have the cameras running because we want to keep that recording for us. If people don't want us to show something on the vlog, we'll keep it for us. And then we remember, what happened, because we file everything I've got a system where I file everything calendar wise, so I can look back and see things that we did during that time, even if it's not shown on the vlogs. We don't show you everything. That would be some pretty long vlogs. But yeah, we just little snippets of our life. And we were listening to a podcast, Leg Life. We mentioned them a lot, and I listen to their podcasts a lot. They're very down to earth people, and we've met up with them a few times, and they live down in Anchorage, so this is a little bit different lifestyle down there. In fact, when it gets like 40 below here, he's like, "Why do you live up there?" And I was like, "But it's so wet and cloudy. Why do you live down there?" So everybody's different. But yeah, they were talking about personal life and YouTuber life, and it's very different, and you don't see everything that happens, and you keep it real. And but the vlogs do change in the wintertime. The snow will be flying soon, and you're gonna see it. I do a lot of weather inspections in the morning, out the window vlogs. So yeah, if you haven't watched a lot of our older stuff, go back and watch it. I mean, I'm embarrassed about some of it. We were pretty rough there in the beginning, and very boring. And I don't know, to some of you, we might still be boring. Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you that, the vlogs are going to change a little bit. We aren't going to be doing a lot of that running around. We do have vacations planned. I think we talked about them earlier in the year, and I don't think those have changed as of yet. So we've got a vacation coming up pretty quick here, where we're going to be going to Michigan, because my relatives are in Michigan, and I have a surprise that's happening in Michigan. I hope everything works out, that's going to happen, and then we'll be home for a few weeks, and Mary and I will be going on a cruise, and Heather won't be going on this one. It'll be the first cruise of Mary's work benefits, so it'll be a Holland America cruise. And then after that, we'll be going down, Mary and I, and hanging out with Tyler's family for Thanksgiving. Heather will be staying here. Like I said, Heather doesn't get a whole lot of time off of work. They don't like her to take paid time, unpaid time off. They only want her to take time off if she has it paid, or sick leave or something like that. But yeah, so she can only take sick leave if she's sick. She doesn't accrue sick leave like some people do. So yeah, and either life or faith is usually here with Heather. There's always people here. I've got people got codes and keys to the doors. I was always one of those moms that had everybody at my house all the time. And that's kind of the way it is. And a lot of that you don't see either. And like the Legs brought up on their YouTuber video, sometimes it looks like me and Mary is just me and Mary, or it's just me. But a lot of times there's other people with us, and you don't know that. You don't see them. And, we choose not to have them on there. Like, especially if we're at a big event like the state fair or something. I mean, we people, I asked if it was okay with all the people that we went to the state fair and other events this year, and most everybody's like, oh yeah, we know. It's okay, we can be in your video. And so we did show little blips of people we were with. But yeah, so just lots of things coming up. And but I'm kind of worried because I always have this I don't know what I just need to do something like about the end of January, February, around my birthday time. I really need to do something. Otherwise I get really antsy and I start to get that seasonal affective stuff. And since Heather, she doesn't get a whole lot of leave, she did figure out she's going to have some time in February, extra days that she could take off. And we talked about last year when we did the cruise for our birthdays, we talked about maybe just her and I doing something for our birthdays in February. And then Mary and I will be going on another cruise maybe in May. So yeah, things are a little bit up in the air for the beginning of next year, which isn't like me. I usually got the year planned out ahead of time, because at work right now I am booked out until January. And it's getting closer to that February, where I'm going to need to start putting days in. Otherwise, we're going to have to move people. And I really hate to do that. I hate to have them, call people and move them if I need to take time off. So I'd rather have all of those dates in a year ahead of time if I can. So there is that. But I have to talk to my sisters because I've been trying to plan something with them for February. And I that's what I'm hoping for, is that we will see all of them together in Michigan. So that's the surprise. So wish me luck that it will happen. And that's enough blabbering. I'm giving things away. I'll talk to you all later, and like and subscribe, and ring that bell so you can join us and follow along for our winter and all the snow that we'll be having. Oh my gosh, if all that rain that we had this last few weeks, which, if we had our normal temperatures, that could have buried us deep already. But thankfully it was warm enough it didn't. So we have had termination dust, which is the snow on the hills and the tops of the mountains. The equinox, the fall equinox, that ran, and I just talked to my friend that runs it every year, and she said it has not been that cold in a long time, and it was snowing at the top of Esterdome. So it's coming. It's been in the 20s at night. And it hasn't been getting very warm during the day. Bye for now. And we'll see you in the next one.